Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy Doe, and today's episode I want to share with you how I almost hit the jackpot twice. Not once, but twice in Vietnam. And I didn't even know how to play the Vietnamese lottery. So the jackpot was $100,000, and I almost hit the jackpot once in the beginning of my trip and two towards the end of my trip. Out of this whole 7 months, I freaked my family out in Vietnam because they thought I hit the jackpot. And apparently I didn't. I really came super close. But just carrying around all these Moldavites, I originally had 70 Moldavites that I need to bring to these holy and sacred sites. And now towards the end of my trip, I have about 53 left. Sold a few, and I gave quite a handful away during my journey. And there's something there about these stones that I feel like is altering the energy field around me, because so many crazy synchronicities has happened that it even made skeptics, my cousin, my friends in Vietnam, like believers, right? And all these crazy synchronicities, even they don't even have an answer to what's going on. So before we get started, I do want to get intentional with my videos moving forward. Now being back in the States, I can't afford to spend a lot of time creating these videos. So I want to share with you my mission, my goal, and what I want to do in this next year. One is to create a Light Goddesses movie, right? I documented a lot of my journey in the last 7 months, and I'm talking to a few investors who are interested in investing in this movie, creating it into a film. And eventually, there's going to be 7 goddesses, one representing each chakra. And can you imagine a goddess movie, beautiful goddesses talking about crystals and on this journey around the world? But that's my first mission. And second is I want to create a crystal shop. Not just any crystal, but specializing in powerful crystals such as Moldavite and space stones, or different stones I resonate with. And there'll be the Light Goddesses crystal or gem. I want to create custom-made jewelry. I had this Moldavite custom-made in Vietnam, but there's something about the coil, the Tesla coil. It's like blasting the energy. Like once I hold this, I could just feel the energy up and down my arm, right? So that's my second mission, is to create a crystal business just focusing on Moldavite and effective jewelry that people can wear and have the stone on their body wherever they go, right? Because if you just hold a stone, chances are you're gonna lose it. Like I've almost lost mine so many times, but wearing it on my body, I'm constantly tuned in. If you stick around with me to the end of this video, I want to give away, actually do a raffle for one of the 53 Moldavites that I have left, that I've had brought to at least 20 holy and sacred sites, right? I'm pretty sure there's energy portal vortexes in one of these temples, these mountains, because I went to Tapafanispan, Black Virgin Mountain, the Holy Father's Temple, and just a dozen other more temples and sacred sites between Vietnam and Thailand. And so this is the one that I'll be giving away, right? That leaves me 52 left. 50 was saved for this retreat that I'll be creating somewhere down the future, but those stones are not for sale. So I will do a raffle at the end of this video. If you stick around, I'll share with you how. But other than that, let's cut to the chase. Tammy Doe, let's go.
Audio Jungle.
By the way, this video I am not condoning gambling. I am just someone on a mission and know exactly where I need to go and what I need to create. And these stones have been leading me every step of the way. So besides almost hitting the jackpot twice, there's so much more synchronicities that happen in between that even skeptics, my family and my friends in Vietnam who doesn't know anything about crystals, when they start seeing all the synchronicities that happen around me, even they became believers just by sharing how crystal energy works. And by seeing the synchronicity of all the deer, it just, I don't know how to explain it. But I managed to piece a ton together, how synchronicities work or how I feel like it works, crisscross with science, and I will create that in my next video. But to explain with you how I almost hit the lottery, check this out. This is when I first went to Vietnam. If you watched my previous video, I shared that after my accident, I feel like I needed to bring these 70 stones to Father Budip's holy tomb and just pray with the stones individually. So I did. We went there probably a week in when I got to Vietnam. And on the way back of that day, we were on a van back and we were on the ferry. And so in Vietnam, you know, there's a lot of lottery ticket sellers that walks around and just say, hey, do you want to buy a ticket? It's really hard to win. When I first got there, I didn't even know how to play. So apparently there's like at least 10 to 15 provinces that I've counted. So each provinces have a different jackpot number and you have to match like exactly. So the chance of winning, I think, is so much harder than doing a scratch off here in the US. So that day, I was like, well, maybe I'll just buy one ticket. So one ticket costs 50 cents. I bought one and then the drawing was for the next day. And so let me show you the ticket. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I didn't even win anything. I matched like all 5 numbers. Because the last 2 numbers are different, I didn't win anything. And I was like, how is it impossible people win this? It's so hard. And so when my aunt saw that ticket, she like freaked out because she thought I won. But I went to check and I didn't. So that was one. And in my other video, when I talk about the crazy synchronicities, how I went to Father Budip and I saw a bunch of deer statues, that was the day. So fast forward towards the end of my trip. Now this is already like 6.5 months in. I was just at this sugarcane vendor and this lady came around and she's like, hey, you want to buy a ticket? So I noticed whenever I buy like 2 to 3 tickets, I never win. But during those times when I just buy one ticket, this is only like the second time that I bought one ticket, I matched all 6 number, but different directions. Didn't win anything. So I'm not saying that I played a bunch of lottery in Vietnam. Randomly, I would just buy a ticket or 2 while in the streets because they're everywhere. But only those 2 times that I bought just one ticket, boom. And for me, it's just a sign that, hey, I am on the right track. Something big's gonna happen. I just don't know when or where. So that was my 2 lottery experience. I'm telling you, there's something about these stones that's altering the energy field around me, or something is happening, because synchronicity happens almost every single day for me. And when I was in Vietnam, I had this, you know, when I did like a 3-day fast of just juice fast, this download came to me. It's like, create a goddess movie, a light goddesses movie. There would be 7 light goddesses, and you would talk about the crystals, and it's just going to be a story and how each goddess heals each chakra and what they represent. And so I had that idea. I kind of put, and that's when you saw my first trailer, putting through my journey together in search of these 7 goddesses. And if you want to see the trailers, I made 3 in the bio below. But usually, before I came this, even like in my entire life, never have I thought about creating a movie or actually being in a movie or producing a movie. Never that ever crossed my mind. But as I put this movie together, it's like, hey, this is actually a really good script. So as I start sharing about my goddess journey and what I'm trying to create, my vision, people are getting enrolled. They're like, wow, this is a great movie. Like, so now I'm talking to a few investors who may even fund the movie. So how is that even possible? And like for me to be in front of those, I don't know, I just never saw this happening. So let's get to the juicy part. I'm gonna be giving away one of the 53 3 Moldavites that I have left. This one. And originally I was gonna give it away, but now after some meditation, I really feel like I have to be intentional whenever I do give a stone away, because you know, after being on this 7 months journey, going to at least 20 plus sacred sites, I have to be intentional on what my vision is and what I want to create. So I am doing a raffle. $5 a raffle. I'm put the info in the bio below, and October 1st is when I'm going to announce the winner. I'm going to do the raffle on camera, live, and I still need to figure out how to do live, but that shouldn't be a problem. So if you feel called, if you feel like you resonate with this message, if you want an opportunity to get this stone, feel free to check out the bio below. It's been one crazy ride. I am settling back in the US, and I'm going to keep sharing with you guys my journey. I hope you will support me along the way so that I can really focus on doing my vision, my mission, and have free time to create these videos. So 1, I'm going to create the goddess movie, ask for investors. 2, I want to create a crystal business, a crystal shop specializing in just Moldavite and powerful stone jewelry, customized jewelry, rings and necklaces. If you're willing and able, you can support me on Patreon, buy me a cup of coffee, or enter the raffle for this Moldavite. Other than that, that is all I have for you guys. Tammy Doe, signing off.